And I think this is recording. Hello, my name is Carlos. This is my first attempt at a video for YouTube, and it's going to be something that I've been trying to do for a while. I was inspired by some YouTubers who make videos about technical things. So my first video is going to be on technical stuff as well. I've been meaning to purchase a Netgate appliance for a firewall to replace my current Asus or Asus router, whichever way you want to call it. I've been using them for a while. Before that, I was using DDWRT. If you look over my left shoulder right there, that's a TrendNet AC-1200 router. I got a couple of those, got them really cheap. They were advertised as just being able to flash without any hassle, just flash the DDWRT, and it works pretty well. The only problem with that little guy is it's run a little too hot. As a matter of fact, one of them I think died because it was running too hot all the time. Anyway, so I actually got, which I'll show in a minute, an appliance from Netgate, which I returned. But now I'm settled on this one, the Netgate SG-1100, which replaces the SG-1000, the red one, if you recall, if you've seen it. This is just a quick initial view. That's it, nothing more. As you can see, it's white Netgate logo and name. It's plastic. Not too happy about that, but it's okay. It gets a little warm, I'm telling you right now. But that's why it's vented in all sides, even in the back. So let's start there. Power plug, console port, micro USB, and it does come in the box, the cable, and a reset button. But if you read the instructions, it would tell you not to reset it that way because you can corrupt the firmware. In the front, nothing on the sides besides vents, by the way. And in the front, you have USB 3, USB 2, your 1 port, LAN port, and Opt1. All of them are gigabit. This has the Espresso Bean board. This is configured with 1 gig of RAM and is a dual core 1.2 gigahertz processor. Just to give you an idea what this is like size-wise, if you're into technology, you probably have heard of Ubiquiti and the EdgeRouter X. It's a very low-cost, fairly high-performance device. It's smaller than the SG-1100 in every dimension. It's also thinner, if you can see it. And it could probably fit within it. It's basically the same width, but is slightly less deep, and it is metal. Dual core 800 or 850 megahertz processor, ARM processor, 256 megs of RAM, and I think the same for storage. This also has 8 gigs of storage, and I believe is the first Netgate appliance which has the chip that can verify is the firmware it's coming legitimate from Netgate. So pretty good device. At the bottom is also vented, serial number, all those things. But basically this is the Netgate appliance. What I like about it, the reason I got it was because 12 volt 2 amp power adapter, it just draws very little power. So, but it does get a little hot. I don't like appliances when they get hot, but it is what it is. Now, let me show you something else really quick. Am I still recording? Yes. I want to make this brief. If you go to their website, Netgate, okay, so they have a lot of appliances. The one I got is this one, the SG-1100, which is this one. I'm hoping it catched all the information. Yes, it did. If you can look at it, it just looks like the picture. It looks better. It looks pretty shiny, by the way. Also, I forgot to tell you, the lights in here, there's 3 lights, but only 2 work right now. The green one is power, and the diamond shaped black one, which you can see right there, this is power. This one, and the black shape diamond blinks while it's booting up, and when it's booted, it's solid. At night, really bright. You want to have this anywhere where people sleep, but it's good for a home lab, home office, and I'll talk more about applications for it. So this is the unit. It's very nice. It's supposed to be 5 times as fast as the previous one, as the SG-1000. fanless operation. This is what I was interested in for ideal for consumers, SMB and server providers needs. Small office, home office. This is good if you want to deploy it to clients or friends that need support. Because it's from Netgate, you should feel pretty confident that any updates are going to work just fine. They're not going to break it or break the device or make it stop working. So it's pretty nice, and that's one of the reasons I got it. Also, electricity is getting expensive, so I like it. I think it's less than 4 watts in idle and not even 7 at full load. And I'll show you a picture of I think a screen capture of this page, the pfSense page on it. By the way, I don't like the fact that it can only go to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. I like it to be able to withstand a little more heat. Everything that pfSense is known for, it's here. So enjoy it. It's nice. Like I said, 8 gigs of storage, 1 gig of RAM. This is the processor, Marble 88E6141. So pretty nice. Also, there's a manual which you can get as a PDF version as well. I downloaded it. By the way, documentation is excellent. If you have any questions, just look at the website, do a quick Google search. You can find anything. I was having a problem with my Plex server. I did a quick search. I found the problem, added the command, apply it, boom, problem fixed. So it is pretty reliable. It's pretty good. Resource library from Netgate. There's a lot of things in here which you can check out, videos and stuff. Originally, what I was getting for myself, or actually what I got for myself, which I actually returned, was the Mino board turbo dual Ethernet quad core system. The SG-1100 is supposed to route at 1 gigabit. This one right here is not. So if your connection is less than a gigabit, even less than 600 megabits per second, you don't need to get this one. I like it. I recommend it because it consumes very little power. This one, quad core, it's end of sale, so they're not going to sell it anymore. I don't know if they still have any of them. Actually, out of stock, no more. So I'm not even going to talk about it. But they have 2. They have also the 2200, which is the one I should have gotten. No noise, no fan. The reason I returned the 4220 because of the noise of the fan. This one is fanless, and they both route about 500 megabits per second, maybe just around that. And because they're multi-core, they're pretty good with small pockets. Comparable to the 3100, not in top speed. The 3100 is better. So if you want to do bigger deployments, the 3100 is better. But we're here to talk about the SG-1100. So let me just show you one more thing, which is this. I took a screenshot of the device. This is where I was logged on from. As you can see, the version is the Armada, blah, blah, blah. The release date for the firmware on it. 2.4.4 release P2 for ARM64. Based on a FreeBSD 11.2 release P6. The system is at the latest version. 2 CPUs, Cortex A53. It says up for 22 hours. I had to reboot it because I thought that was a problem with the Plex connection, but it wasn't. Those are my DNS servers at the moment, so you'll know who my provider is. And I took a screenshot on a Windows machine. I'm actually recording this in a video. I got to figure out why the thermal sensors are not working. That's the only thing. Under load, I tried a VPN, not doing much, and the CPU usage what's around that. But when I stopped doing anything, CPU usage went to about 13%. So it is pretty good. So again, this is a first look of the Netgate. Hope you like it. If you have any thoughts, opinions, if you already own it, share your thoughts. If you have any questions, please post them. I'll try to answer them. That's it. Okay, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. Hopefully I can make more videos. Oh, and before I forget, I was inspired by other tech bloggers, and I recommend that you watch Lawrence Systems, Tom Lawrence. He's got a friend that does Linux, Learn Linux TV. Willie Howe, H5 Technologies, I believe, and Crosstalk Solutions with Chris. All great guys, great information. The reason I'm doing this is because I saw them, I like what they're doing, and I was in the tech field. I was a network administrator for about 10 years. I'm not doing that as a day job anymore, but I'm returning to it probably. So I'm gonna start sharing the knowledge I had from all this time. I'm still doing it on the side. If you saw my setup right now, I got 3 monitors and about 3 computers as well. So Again, my name is Carlos. Like and subscribe, share, and hopefully I'll have another video soon with more details about the information and performance.